Hello! What day is it today? Welcome to Thursday's live, number 50, whatever the fuck we're on, probably 55, 56, who knows? But this is gonna be a juicy one. I actually have, I have a conversation topic that I'm really excited to kind of like pull apart and work with you guys on. Hi Mona, darling. And I feel like this can really fuck up our investments if we're not aware of it. So I'm really, really excited to talk about it. Hi, Jackie. Michelle. Before that, celebrating the fact that we have, and hello, Ryan, that we have 65 signups already to the 2023 visioning workshop. So if you've not yet signed up to that or entered the giveaway, those links are in my story. So many of you guys have shared already. So clearly we're speaking to a desire because my inbox has been full. Maybe you always want to be here on the live with mummy. But let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about this piece, and this is actually something that's come to my awareness, I would say, later on in my coaching, business, entrepreneurial journey, but it's something that makes a really big difference. And I want you to be really honest with yourself as I kind of pull the lid off this one. And I want to talk about comparisons in containers, comparisons when you've made an investment, comparisons to yourself with other people on social media, comparisons with yourself and other entrepreneurs. Because I really feel that if we're unaware of this and we can be in this, that can be really, really sabotaging our growth. And it's really interesting because I've spoken here, we've started the mastermind, which is open. If anyone is feeling called to join the mastermind, they can fill out an application and let me know. But we now have a mastermind in the School of IH World, which is really for the elite, the peak performers, the visionaries, all of the people that identify with this. And I mean, this happens in every single investment, but I've thought about it more since releasing the mastermind. And what I see sometimes is people or humans sometimes have a tendency to make their journey wrong, right? And I want you to really think, if you're someone here that's made an investment, have you ever compared your growth or your business story to someone else? Right? Let's say you enter a mastermind, let's say you enter an investment, and within the first week or the first month, someone absolutely blows up, right? Someone has phenomenal results. Now this is amazing, and this is brilliant, and this is definitely to be celebrated. But just because you don't blow up, maybe, in the first month, does not mean that there's anything wrong with you and wrong with your journey. Right? And so there's this big thing on social media right now of I made it to 1 million in this many months or this many years. I made it to 6 figures within my first year. I made it to this financial goal within this amount of time. And I share those dates and those numbers as well. Not because I'm look at me, look how fast I go, because there's nothing better about going faster. This is what I really want to come to. Fast is not superior to slow and steady. There's different journeys and there's different internal rhythms that we have. And if we're making our rhythm wrong, we're actually in resistance to our good, right? And so with this whole thing on social media of people talking about their financial results, which I want to be clear, I love that. I love that we are getting empowered financially. I love the fact that we are breaking through a lot of mental limitations. I love the fact that more and more people are stepping into their abundance. But there is also this shadow or this very human experience of that person made 1 million in 2 years and I'm 4 years in business and I've still not made 1 million. That means that my journey is wrong. And so what I want us to understand is that that's an erroneous conclusion, right? Just because someone gets to their first 1 million in 2 years and it took you maybe 7, does not mean that there was something wrong with your journey. Does not mean that you did anything wrong. That was the story of your life, right? That was what you had to experience. That's what you had to go through. That's what your soul signed up for. Maybe there were just more lessons there. But it's not wrong and it's not bad. And someone that gets to a result, right, is not better than someone that gets to that result in a slower or a longer time frame, right? And here's the really interesting thing. It's like when we're obsessed with I need to get to this financial result before I feel X, Y, and Z, we then start living in resistance to our life, right? If you're saying, I will only be happy when I've hit 6 figures, I will only be happy when I'm a multi-6-figure earner, I'll only be happy when I've got 100K months, right? You are literally wasting your life. And I know that sounds very harsh and to the point, but like life is now. And it's not actually about the achievement. It's not just about the attainment of that thing, because that lasts seconds, right? Oh, I made it, I celebrate myself. Then what you're going to naturally do as a human is you're going to desire something else. Not because there's anything wrong with that, that's just because the human being works that way. So if you're only happy and joyful and feel good about yourself and validate yourself and value yourself and recognize yourself when you attain something, the amount of happiness, joy, recognition, love that you feel for yourself is going to be fleeting. And then when you're back on that treadmill, on that roller coaster of I'm going towards the thing, you're back in the space of I'm not valuable yet because I haven't got the next thing that I'm creating, right? And so we start from this thing of I'm comparing myself to someone else's journey, and then we actually realize that we're missing some of the good stuff. And so I'm someone that teaches on goals. I'm someone that teaches on financial milestones. I'm someone that loves to speak about money and business success and business results. But I don't think we need to be sacrificing our joy of the present moment, our life, because of attaining something that we've decided makes us valuable. That is a dangerous road to be walking on. So what's the solution, right? The solution is that we think that we're valuable now. We feel the love, the safety, the success, the joy, whilst we're in process. Because here's the piece that I really want you to get, is that we're all masterpieces in progress. And we will, oh, I got lipstick on my teeth. And we will all be masterpieces in progress for the rest of our lives, right? There's no, I've completed it, I've completed life, I'm done. You know, I'm no longer going to be human. I've polished myself to perfection so I can be accepted. There's none of that shit, right? And so it's really interesting that one of the things that I hold my one-to-one clients in most, it's actually journeying with their humanity. It's journeying with life's challenges. It's loving yourself, right? Wherever you're at. Loving yourself whilst you make mistakes, loving yourself whilst you're learning the lessons, loving yourself whilst you're the in-between, right? Because if not, you're going to miss the journey. If not, you're actually going to miss the juice of life. If we think that the having of the goal is the most important thing and we can't be joyful until then, you miss all of the good stuff, the messy stuff, the human stuff, right? And then we also want to be looking at how harsh do you judge yourself, right? How harsh do you judge yourself? Are you making your story wrong? Or you're trusting that your story is exactly as it should be? There is no wrong, there's no wrong, there's no right. There's what we make of it, right? And I think we have to really remember that, especially, oh my, we have to really remember that. Especially, I know that I attract a lot of high achievers. I attract a lot of people that have come here to do incredible, powerful, impactful things, right? We've got to enjoy it as we go. We've got to be okay with our humanity. We've got to love ourselves in the mess, right? We do not always have to have polished, crystal clean lives. And if you've got shit going on or stuff coming up, it does not make yourself any less worthy. The trick is, when you are in the mess, can you love yourself? Can you love yourself? When you're not achieving, when your life is not all polished, perfect on the outside, in the mess, can you trust? Can you find safety? Can you love? Right? And even if you can't, can you not make that wrong? Because we're making things good and bad and wrong and right? We're actually in resistance to the current of life. And some of you will know what I mean by that, some of you won't. It's all good, you get that where you're at, right? And so this is my reminder to you. Yes, we've come here to have extraordinary lives. Yes, I believe in goal setting. Yes, I believe in celebrating huge financial results, building your bank account, becoming millionaires, blowing your mind, building something that you didn't even think was possible. Yes, 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 I'm here for it all. But not if you're coming at it from a place of, I'm only worthy if I have those things. Not if you're coming at it from a place of, I'm empty and I think that's going to fill me. Love yourself now. Find the good in the present moment. And all of those things are going to come with far more ease, because you will actually be in alignment. It's my message to you. And if you want to have an extraordinary 2023, come to the Art of Conscious Creation, where I'll be talking about practical and energetic things and frameworks that we can implement now, right? To have the most extraordinary Christmas period, to have the most extraordinary 2023, without sacrificing and punishing ourselves, without pushing beyond the point of what our bodies can handle, right? There is a softness in this, and it's going to change your life. It's been so beautiful hopping on this live with you, and I'll put the link up again in my stories, or I think the link's already there. I'll put it in my link tree as well, because I don't think I've done that yet. And it's going to be on a Zoom, guys, which I'm really excited to do. We don't usually do this with free events, but I love the fact that we're going to be on a Zoom, because it means that I can see your faces, you can ask questions. It's really just going to be more of a community feel instead of a live on Integrative Healers. So I'm really thrilled to see everyone and to hear about, everyone's goals and dreams and what they desire to call in and create. And that's happening in less than a week now. You can enter the mystery giveaway, which I wish I could tell you. It's so exciting. It, my inner child's like at this. We're getting the visuals done, we're getting the branding done, really exciting. I'll announce that on the 7th, but if you share it with 5 of your humans and then send me those names, then you will be added to the giveaway. Men and women are welcome. And I think, is that everything, Maya? Did we say all the things? Did we say all the things? Yeah, I think we said all the things. I'll see you all very soon.